Hey guys, it's Allison. So today's video is going to be a 24-hour reading challenge. I did not do an intro, so I am filming one right now, even though I am completely done with this 24-hour reading challenge. And as you guys know from the title, I read 5 books in this 24-hour reading challenge, which is amazing. I think I could have done so many more, honestly. During the span that I was doing this, like a week and a half, I could have probably read more books. Oh, my earring just fell off. But I could have probably done so many other books, but I felt like this timing, like the 24-hour challenge was very it was just kind of like off, because I just wanted to read, but the timer wasn't there, you know what I mean? So kind of stopped me from reading, but at the same time it was fine. I'm done with it. I made it. But I'm going to show you guys the books. I read 2 suspense novels, and then I read 3 romance novels. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below any videos you want me to do next. Subscribe down below if you're new to my channel. Turn on post notifications to get an update every time I post a new video. And let's get started. Okay, so the first book we are going to read is this book. It's called In 5 Years by Rebecca Serle. So we are going to start the timer, and I'm going to put my camera down so I can start the timer and start reading. So I just finished chapter 1, and it had 12 pages, and I finished it in 13 minutes. So that was like a minute per page, a minute and 15 per page. I really thought he wasn't gonna propose to her, but he did. Really cute. So I am on chapter 5 now of the book, and I stopped it at 34 minutes. And so far in the book, she has already experienced a 5 years later day, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so intense. Like, she's just like, what the heck just happened kind of thing. And everything, the guy is different, where she's living is different. Like, she feels a connection with the guy, but she's just like, it's weird because she doesn't know who he is. She's like, oh my gosh, where's David, like, kind of thing, like her boyfriend. And then the next chapter, she goes back to her life. So I don't know if it's gonna go back and forth, or it's just gonna go through her life now until that point in her life, you know what I mean? This book is only like 200 something pages, so I'll probably be able to read it today. Chapter 10, stopped it, and we are in an hour and 4 minutes. And how she met this guy, let me tell you, I was shook. So I have been getting distracted with football and filming a whole nother video at the same time as this one, but I am, as you can see, it's a brand new day, wearing a different outfit. Yesterday we left off at chapter 10, an hour and 4 minutes into reading, and we are going to start the clock again and start reading and see how far I can get today. I thought I would be able to finish this book in a day, but I wasn't able to yesterday. I just got distracted with all this other stuff. So yeah, so let's keep going. Oh, I've been so really uncomfortable reading this book just because, sorry, the dryer is on in the background, but if you guys have read this book, you'll understand what I mean by feeling uncomfortable with everything that's going on in the book. But then something just happened that is just like devastating news, and like it's just shocking. Like, my reaction was like, but I wish I could tell you, because I don't want to do any spoilers in this, just because if you guys haven't read the book, I don't want to give you any spoilers. But yeah, gosh, after what I was just saying, it's more devastating news afterwards. I want to cry, no. Okay, so I just finished the book. 3 hours, 36 minutes. And as you can see from my reaction from before, I don't know how to feel how it ended. I don't. It just left. There was like no epilogue or anything. Shocking to say the least. Now we have to pick another book. So it is 2 days later, I believe. I have a hair towel. I just washed my hair, but I just picked another book. So we're gonna read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and we're gonna get started. Okay, so the timer erased, and I just saw the clip before, and I stopped it at 3:36. So I have a lot to go. We'll add that up, and yeah. I just made 4 hours. And I'm not sure what chapter I am because the chapters are not like numbered. I am on page 48. And let me tell you, they're both planning something because she says what he doesn't know is that if things don't go according to plan, only one of us will be going home. And then he says, probably for the best given what this weekend is really about and what I plan to do. I'm just like, what are you guys planning? Oh my gosh, they're really planning to do something to each other. And they're in the middle of nowhere in Scotland. So yesterday I read for an hour and 15 minutes. So that means I am up to 5 hours and 15 minutes. And we are at page, let's see, 86. I haven't improved that much, but hopefully I can at least go halfway today. But yeah, let's see. I am shooketh. I'm just like, when I just read this line, I am on page 240. What? Like, I can't even tell you guys what's happening. But we just found out something so shocking that I just need to keep going and finish this book. We have like 50 more pages to go. I just finished the book. Mind-blowing stuff, let me tell you. I don't know what to rate this book. When I was reading it, I was like, this is kind of slow. But then like how that ending happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need to read this again because now I'm all totally confused. I give it a 4.5. And I finished the book, so in total so far now we have 8 hours and 40 minutes. So we have less than 16 more hours to go. I have 4 hours 40 minutes on the iPad. As you guys know, on my phone the thing deleted, so then I had to start it all over again. So yeah, so it's 8 hours 40 minutes, 2 books in. Let's see what's the next book. So I picked another book out and we are going to read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I gave into the trend. I was not gonna buy this book at all, but then I saw this book and I'm like, I have to get it. And now from when I am filming this, the second book just came out. It Starts With Us, so I'm gonna have to get that one at one point. But you know, that's why it gave me motivation to read this one, because the second book just came out. So we are going to read this book and let's see how my reactions are and see if it's worth the hype. But yeah, let's get into this. I also wanted to say that in 5 years, the book, I read it in like 3:30 or something like that. Then with Rock, Paper, Scissors, I did about 5 hours. So let's see how long this one takes. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, just because this one has a lot more pages than the other two. This has like 330 something pages. So I will give myself like 6 hours to read this. But hopefully it's less, so I can actually like have more books in this little 24-hour challenge. But yeah. I have so many many thoughts from this first chapter. Oh my gosh. So Lily just met Ryle, and their connection off the charts already. But I love how it's in her point of view, like she's talking. I don't like a third person view or anything like that much, even though I have read books with their point of view, but I really love first point of view. I just finished that first chapter. I read it in less than 20 minutes. The fact that her and Rao just bumped into each other and he remembers like every little single detail about her. I've been in the same spot for like an hour or two now, but I'm just shooketh right now. I think that's like the top word for me from now on. She just kind of bumped into Atlas before we were rudely interrupted by my camera dying, but she just bumped into Atlas. She just shooketh right now. I am too. So I have been sitting in the same spot for like 2 hours, so I decided to come to this spot to film this clip because we needed a bit of change of scenery. But I am 2 hours and 10 minutes into the book. I am on page 160 and I have tabbed the book with these beautiful tabs that match the book color. A lot has happened. I'm on chapter 12. So a lot of cute things have been said, so that's why I've tabbed it. Yeah, that's my update for now. Oh, and I matched the book with this sweater. I think we have just reached the climax point of this book, and it's gonna go crazy from here. I'm so happy for Atlas right now. You guys know, you know. But yeah, it's just like the restaurant scene, if you guys know what I mean. Really wish you could see my reaction on one of the parts. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The restaurant scene. After the cute part of the restaurant scene, after the restaurant scene is crazy. Okay, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I made just 3 hours right now on the book, and I am on page, what page is this? Why am I reading in the dark? Page 209, chapter 17, and I'm really proud of myself. I think I'll be able to finish it under 6 hours. As you know, that was my goal, under 6 hours, and I think I'll probably make around 5, I believe. We'll stretch for that, but yeah. I'm like literally more than halfway through, so. Not me almost crying. No, I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Do I have tears? My eyes are watery. Ryle just found something that he wasn't supposed to find, and he is tight. Oh my god, I'm getting pissed. My face right now is in all emotions. I'm just saying, this man, back away now. Just said, oh shit. I did not expect her to do that. But good for her, do that. Some tea was literally spilt right now, and I have no words. Oh my goodness. More stuff has been revealed, and I am once again shooketh. I literally want to scream right now. As you can see, my camera don't even want to focus on me because it doesn't even want to hear my freaking tea about this freaking book. I can't deal right now. Not me crying with them at the end of the book. And my eyes are burning. Ah! So I just finished reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and as you can see, I tabbed it up. I took 5 hours and 11 minutes to finish up the book. So in total, we're at 14 hours. I'll put it on the screen of where we're at right now. And this book, let me tell you, without hesitation, it's a 5-star read. You guys should read this book if you haven't already. I really delayed myself on reading this book, but I shouldn't have. And I can't wait. I am going to Amazon today and going to buy the second book. But I like how the end turned out, and this book was real raw. Like, you felt the emotions. I cried like 2-3 times in this book, and her ending was a happy ending, but for some people it's not. So like, it's just so many emotions going through this story. But Colleen Hoover really did it on this one. I don't know whatever could top that book. And Archer's voice. Archer's voice, let me tell you. If you don't know my opinion on Archer's voice, that's my top book. This book is right next to it, I think. So now I'm trying to pick another book, but I don't know which book to pick. I don't know if I should pick another thriller or another romance. Because so far we have read 2 romances and 1 thriller. So I don't know which one to choose from. I want to read Miss Taylor Jenkins Reid, One True Loves. But then I want to like separate the romance with the thriller. A Flicker in the Dark, and I think this book is new. So I put a poll up on my Instagram. So let's see what they... So as you guys know, I posted a poll and it's the next day. Honestly, it's already been 19 hours since I posted that poll. And literally romance was winning yesterday. And then today, thriller is winning by 1 vote. So I don't know if I should start or just wait until those 24 hours are up and then start reading. But I really want to start reading now. So I don't know what to do. This was the poll I put up. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading A Flicker in the Dark. We're gonna end up reading One True Love as well during this 24-hour challenge, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading this, but I'm going to start the timer. I want to show you guys the timer. So as you guys see, it says 9 hours 51 minutes, but as you guys remember, I did 4 hours in the beginning when my thing deleted on my phone. So yeah, we got... Why can I never do the math before this video? So update with the time. I got all my times settled now. We are at 14 hours, so 10 more hours to go, and I am on page 12 of Flicker in the Dark. So let's see how long it takes for us to read this book. I read 9 minutes of the book so far. Chapter 5, and I love how this book is written so far. I don't know what it is about this book. It's good. It like captivates you. It like brings you in. I like how it's written. And I am 30 minutes into the book, so yeah. Something just happened in the book and I knew it. I knew that joke was gonna be true. I knew it. More tea was spilled. I am so shooketh right now. I thought I was wrong, but something intense just happened and I think I was still right. I was gonna say I was wrong, but oh my gosh, I'm so shooketh. So I just finished A Flicker in the Dark and I kind of expected the ending, but then not really. Like I had just suspicions about like 2 people in the book. It kind of was right, kind of wasn't, you know. I give this book, I was gonna give it a 5, but then I kind of knew what was coming but kind of didn't. I'm gonna leave it as a 5 because I like the writing as well and it kept me entertained. I read it in a day and I read it in 5 hours and 21 minutes, so that means we have 4 hours and 40 minutes to go until I complete this challenge. I meant to say 4 hours and 48 minutes. Read One True Loves and then I think we'll be done with this challenge. Honestly, I have not finished the 24-hour challenge. It's been a couple days. I actually was doing another vlog. That's why I kind of stopped with this challenge. Last book we are going to read in this 24-hour challenge is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. As you guys know, I had put it on a poll and more people chose A Flicker in the Dark rather than this book, so I read A Flicker in the Dark obviously, and now I'm going to be reading this book, and this will be the last book of the challenge. So many cute things have happened in this book. I am on page 136 right now and I have tabbed this many tabs so far. Let me tell you, Taylor Jenkins Reid, oh my gosh, I love her as an author because that first chapter, I was already shooketh. I already came back with the word. But the way that she meets Sam and the way she meets Jesse, like her fiance and her husband, like it's just so mind-boggling. And like these 2 guys, I can't decide which guy I like. I like both of them. Like you'll understand why I like both of them when you read the book. Like I don't know, I want to give spoilers so badly. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna read you some of the quotes I got. Okay, I'm gonna kind of spoil it, but in the beginning she ends up with Jesse, right, her husband, and he's the one that ends up going missing, and then she thinks he's dead, and then he comes back after 2 years. He literally got her a ruby ring that they saw when they were in Barcelona, and he didn't give it to her until like 5 years from then, because she was saying like, I don't need an expensive ring, nothing, like I just want a beautiful ring basically. And like that day he bought it for her, and like he's been holding onto it for like 5 years until like the moment he did propose. And like he said like he knew he was gonna marry her, and like oh my gosh, like, and the fact that like when they were in high school they didn't know each other that much, but like he knew her name, she knew him, like she was in love with him and all this stuff, like he was like the popular guy or whatever, but then they ended up together. And like the fact, like everything. And then what's his name, I forgot. Oh, Sam, her old friend, like her best friend from like high school, like was always in love with her, and then now she's with him, and like oh my god, she's like, I would never like try to replace Jesse. I'm not pressuring you into anything, like this and that. Oh my gosh. These guys, ugh. Why can't guys be like this in real life? Like understand things, you know? But we are just chugging along this book. And I love when Sam said, because I have to be honest, I'm ready to cash in to marry her. Sam said this to Emma. He said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I always have. You and I, we fit like the gears of a machine, like the interlocking pieces that join together effortlessly, turning in tandem perfectly in sync. I love Jesse and Emma's relationship because they were always traveling. They like, he was, you know, the popular guy, the bad boy kind of thing. They went traveling, they started dating, they moved to California, they were together, they were having fun with their life. And then like now she's like kind of like settled down, and she like moved back to her hometown since she thinks like Jesse is gone, and she moved on with Sam. Now she's like settled down more. She's working in her family's bookstore and like all this stuff. So it's just like, which life do you choose, the crazy life or like the steady life? You know what I mean? Okay, so her sister Marie said to Emma, like, this is when both Jesse and Sam is in the picture. Now the sister says, I don't think you're trying to figure out if you love Sam more or Jesse more. I think you're trying to figure out if you want to be the person you are with Jesse or you want to be the person you are with Sam. Oh my gosh. I just was like, before, he literally was like, well, Sam like passed by or whatever to drop off her stuff in the store. Wow, I don't know why I'm zooming in. And he said, I'm not gonna do that. He said, you always do it. He said, I'm not gonna perform for you. He said, I hope you change your mind and realize that you love me, that we should be together for the rest of our lives, but I'm not gonna audition for the part. I see you. So I have finished the book. I finished it yesterday, last night, and let me tell you how it ended. I'm like, okay, but I give it a 4.5 stars out of 5. I had a lot of time to think about it, just because I don't know how I expected the ending to happen, but like, I don't know. But Miss Taylor Jenkins Reid is an awesome writer. Love how she writes, love the book. And yeah, it for my 24-hour challenge. I literally read 5 books. That is crazy, guys. If you stuck around to the end, let me know which book you are going to read next. And if you read any of these books, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.